If you have the supreme luxury of being my friend, chances are more than likely that I have sat you down and politely demanded that you watch a film called Brigsby Bear with me. I need to share the magic I feel when I watch this movie, which is why I thought it would be the perfect choice to be my channel's first official video.
There's magic and wonders and mysteries in store. A hero whose mission is to learn and explore. He's daring and caring and oh so much more. It's Brigsby Bear.
Brigsby Bear was released in 2017, directed by Dave McCary and written by Kevin Costello and Kyle Mooney. If that last name rings a bell to you, it might be because he has been a cast member of Saturday Night Live since 2013, and has been at the helm of most of the SNL digital shorts for the last few years. Mooney stars as our protagonist, James, who lives the life of your everyday man-child. His sole focus lies within the whimsy of a television series known as Brigsby Bear Adventures. He has grown up with this time and space-traveling hero who teaches viewers life lessons and encourages them to grow up strong and smart, while subtly reinforcing the normalized notion that one must never question their way of life.
Remember, prophecy is meaningless. Trust only your familial unit.
Which brings me to my one and only roadblock. If you haven't yet experienced Brigsby Bear, please pause this video right here and go do that. There's really no way of discussing this film at length without spoiling the first 20 or so minutes, so I implore you to please sit down, have a laugh, and enjoy the film before watching this video any further. Then come right back and leave a comment about how much you loved it. Brigsby Bear is about the acceptance of oneself and having to navigate the quote-unquote real world as a young adult at the same time. Now you may be thinking, Olivia, that's like every coming-of-age story. To which I would respond, yes, but the key element of this film is that it doesn't portray James's story with cynicism. That is to say, imagine only being able to effectively make friends on the internet and then being thrust into a social situation with a bunch of 18-year-olds. Does the odd man out get mocked? Are his impaired social cues held against him? Having consumed so much media where that is the case, you might immediately expect the downfall of our nerdy protagonist. And yet...
Dude, let's turn up, bro. Cheers. Yeah. Turn up. Let's turn up. Turn up.
The dude just makes friends. He shares with them his plan to make a Brigsby Bear movie, and do they roll their eyes? Hell nah. They excitedly encourage him and offer their assistance. Honestly, the best thing you can do when watching this movie is switching off the readily cynical part of your brain for 90 minutes and treat yourself to a wholesome tale of love and acceptance. So, I love James. His love for Brigsby Bear Adventures has him actively contributing to fan forums and making fan theory poster board presentations for his family at 25 years old. Initially, the outside world scares him because what little he can see of it is dead, dry, desolate. And he needs to be reminded that loving this seemingly insignificant piece of entertainment isn't a waste of time. That the connection he feels between himself, the fan community, and even Brigsby himself is meaningful. His mind is so consumed by the escapism that Brigsby has provided his entire life, that when there is a genuine escape from life as he knows it, the only thing that actually feels real is a fictional multiverse. The greatest lesson James takes from the show is that Brigsby never gives up, even if it's hopeless. This message is so inspiring for James that he never gives up on following his dreams because that's what's most important to him. Side note, his social skills are impeccable and I relate so much it hurts.
Do you like Cedar Hills?
I like movies.
Really like those rhythms.
What?
The music rhythms.
Hi, I'm James. I really like your clothes.
And his self-confidence doesn't even flinch.
Told them I like their clothes, but actually I think maybe I like my clothes a bit more.
There is so much more to this story than a man trying to produce a film about his favorite TV show, but I am doing my best to not spoil any major plot points, so I am going to refrain from recording a deep dive into Brigsby Bear. For now. I do, however, need to bring attention to how the music in this film really ties the whole vibe together. The ambiance of this film is curated by its composer, David Wingo. The atmosphere in every scene is lifted by its perfect score. Something I noticed is that once James starts spending time with his new friends, the score leans away from the simple, solemn tones of distant guitar and piano, and adopts more strings and added percussion to portray the genuine joy of freedom and friendship combined. I've had this exact feeling, and it honestly brings me right back to the best days of college. There's just something about an acoustic guitar that makes the mountains feel like home. So when I started writing the script for this video, COVID had long outstayed its welcome, as if it even ever had a welcome, and I was having panic attacks at least twice a week because of my old job. I am sure more than millennials can relate to this feeling, but I'm just going to speak from my own experience as a 20-something living in pretty much the worst timeline. Everything sucks. Global pandemic, financial instability, identity crisis. When things get rough, I turn to my friends and the company of those I love, but thanks to social distancing, I can't even do that. Which brings me to the line in Brigsby Bear that changed my whole perspective as a severely anxious 90s kid. So one night, I'm laying in bed, experiencing the usual insomnia and mental decay due to work stress, and out of absolutely nowhere, I remember James's line.
It's very sad you didn't get to do what was important to you.
And weirdly enough, I felt at ease. What's more important than being happy, I thought to myself. I was able to fall asleep pretty quickly after that, and the next morning I submitted my 2-week notice. As I walked away from that paycheck, I knew that whatever came next needed to come from my heart, and therefore must be budgeted and planned for accordingly. And here we are. I don't want to waste any more of my time or my life putting off what's important to me. All right, I know this got derailed, but all of this is just a testament to this film's lighthearted energy carrying a valid message that has weight to it. Message received, guys. Thank you for stopping by and listening to me gush about this silly movie. If you still haven't seen it, go watch it now. It's perfectly balanced with segments of gloomy realism against a backdrop of heartwarming optimism, and it's good to take a nice break from the real world every now and then. I want to shout out to everybody who subscribed already and or liked my Facebook page. And a very huge thank you to Jerry Brem, Jennifer Van Noland, and Aaron O'Donnell. Thank you for donating to the channel. I have no words for how amazing it feels to have your support. And my last shout out goes to my friend John, who has been encouraging me and helping me learn Adobe Premiere Pro. You rock, man. Thanks again for watching. Go have a great rest of your day. And as always, until our next adventure.